Site preparation has begun for a planned children's museum in East Alabama. The county's landfill is undergoing a construction project, and area residents can expect some loud noises over the next few days. We'll have these stories and more.
One more nice spring day coming up across East Alabama, then rainfall returns. We'll have the complete forecast for all of East Alabama coming up.
Coming up in sports, one local player is headed to Nebraska after high school to play college baseball. We have more on that in just a minute. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
The city of Oxford began demolishing vacant houses along Snow and Choccolocco streets this week to make way for a new children's museum and attract a mixed-use commercial development to the area. The houses have been empty for several years, according to Hunter Gentry, director of Historic Main Street, Oxford. He says each building has been thoroughly photographed and surveyed to document its architectural significance and preserve its legacy for future generations. At least one of the homes dates back to the late 1800s, but most were constructed in the early and mid-20th century. Gentry says city leaders decided the land was needed for future development, and the deteriorating conditions of the homes made them a safety hazard for the neighborhood.
The first phase of our East Choccolocco Street redevelopment began with the first of our structures being demolished. And so there are 9 total structures that will be demolished the next few weeks down here.
The city has hired Complete Demolition Services of Carrollton, Georgia, to carry out the work. By the end of the first day, one home had been demolished already, and the site was ready to be cleaned up.
Contractually, they have up until, the contractor has up until June 1st, but we anticipate it to be done much sooner than June 1st.
Gentry says the removal of the houses is just the start of the project, and he was asked what the next phase of work will include.
So the next is working on more detailed plans as far as what exactly we're wanting to attract here as far as mixed-use commercial development, and then as far as the Children's Museum goes, that's being handled by our Performing Arts Center.
While the decision to clear the land was made by Oxford city officials, Gentry says they received a lot of advice and input from various agencies interested in both economic development and historical preservation.
So this is a team effort on this. We're working with the DECA, the Alabama Department of Economic Community Affairs, as well as Northeast Alabama Regional Planning and Development Commission and CDG Engineering. And then we've also been working with the Alabama Historical Commission as far as this whole Phase 1 goes.
When we return, get ready for some loud booms over the next couple of days.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The Fort McClellan Training Center of the Alabama National Guard has issued a noise advisory for the Clark Range Complex, formerly known as Pelham Range. It'll be in effect Thursday through Saturday. This advisory is due to regularly scheduled training exercises, but the training times are subject to change based on environmental and other factors. Intermittent training noises may be heard in surrounding communities, and weather conditions such as overcast skies can increase those noises and vibrations.
The transfer station at the Calhoun County landfill will be temporarily closed for construction from April 1st to April 9th. During this period, the landfill will not be accepting any household garbage. However, the rest of the county landfill will remain open for normal business operations during that time. The closure of the transfer station will not have an impact on Anniston's residential garbage collection, according to city spokesman Jackson Hodges. The city contracts its garbage collection to Republic Services, which would take the garbage they collect to Birmingham if they were unable to use the Calhoun County facility. When we return, a special event is being planned for area children who love to ride their bikes.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
First Baptist Church of Oxford is teaming up with the city and officials at Choccolocco Park to offer a bike rodeo on April 7th from 3 to 5 p.m. Planned events include an obstacle course and bike safety lessons. Free prizes will be awarded and free food will be offered. Pre-registration is available on the church's website.
Spring is tornado season in Alabama, and the National Weather Service and the Gadsden-Etowah County Emergency Management Agency are offering a storm spotter class Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Southside Community Center on Highway 77. This event is free and open to anyone who wants to learn more about tornadoes, thunderstorms, and other forms of bad weather.
And there was no bad weather to be seen today.
I was about to say this is a good time to talk about it, to get ready.
That's right.
Prepare for it.
That's right.
But no, it was, oh man, perfect.
It was a perfect day. Maybe we can get another day just like it tomorrow.
Well, maybe.
Let's check with John Holder, who joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us all about the first day, official day of spring.
Mike and Katie, the first day of spring was fantastic across East Alabama. We've got another day of weather like that coming up tomorrow. We'll have the complete forecast for all of East Alabama next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Plenty of sunshine today across East Alabama. No rain at all today and warm temperatures. A pretty nice first day of spring. 72 for the high today, a little bit above average. After a cold start this morning, 33 for the nighttime low. Record high temperature at 85, the record low 23. The sun rising tomorrow morning at 6:45 and the sun setting tonight at 6:55. Weather on your street tonight for this Wednesday night, not as cold. That will be the theme tonight, only dropping down to 44 for the nighttime low. So a pretty nice evening out on Spring Creek Crossing in the DeArmonville area coming up tonight. If you like today, tomorrow's even going to be better. Plenty of sunshine on Blarney Drive in Weaver. Again, no rain in the forecast and the high tomorrow topping out at a very warm 75 degrees. As we look ahead to the start of the weekend, Mahaffey Road out in Coldwater, rainfall returning, high rain chances coming up both Friday and Friday night. Temperatures with all the cloud cover and the rainfall in place will be lowering now into the 60s coming up on Friday and as we head into the weekend. Here is your 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. We mentioned the rain chances being very high on Friday. There it is, a 90% chance of rain, 63 for the high. The good news is no storms involved with this, just passing showers from time to time. Friday and Friday night. Friday night, the chance of rain remains high at 70%. And right now, we're going to keep a small chance of rain in the forecast for early in the day on Saturday, about a 20% chance of a shower. Sunshine by the afternoon. The high will be 65 degrees. Then we warm right back into the 70s again. A very nice day coming up on Sunday. No chance of rain, the high at 72. Close to 70 on Monday. More rain coming back to the forecast on Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe some thunderstorms involved by Wednesday of next week. But again, cold temperatures really nowhere in sight. We're averaging about 70 degrees for highs and about 50 degrees or so for nighttime lows across East Alabama. Well, let's talk about springtime. The first day of spring. It arrived last night at 10:06, so today was our first day of spring, officially our first full day of spring across East Alabama. And now we make the countdown to June and summertime. It's coming just around the corner. Let's tell you about tomorrow morning. I'll be back here at 6 a.m. We'll take a look at your weather forecast hour by hour throughout the workday. We'll have a glance at your weather for tomorrow. It's going to be a fantastic day. I'll be back here tomorrow evening with EAN Local News. We'll take a look at the weekend forecast for all of East Alabama. Coming up in sports, Namath Pitt's going to tell us about a Cleburne County baseball player signing a college scholarship. Namath?
Thanks, John. Cannon Robertson put pen to paper this morning to become the next Cleburne County baseball player that will have the opportunity to play at the next level. This morning, Cannon Robertson from Cleburne County High School signed his scholarship to join the baseball team at Peru State, which is an NAIA program located in Peru, Nebraska. He signed and held a celebration in Cleburne County's library. The assistant coach of Peru State, Chris Stout, first noticed Cannon during a showcase organized by Prep Baseball Report while Stout was visiting family in Gadsden. Stout then reached out and made contact with Cannon through Twitter, which is now known as X. Leading the program alongside Stout is Blake Bieber, who assumed the role of head coach of Peru State back in June of 2023. Cannon will have to adjust to the cold weather, but he will not have to adjust to being an impact player. I asked Cannon what it was about Peru State that made him choose to sign with them.
Well, I went up there for a visit in about October or so, and I really liked everything about it. I mean, it's cold. That's about the only downside to it. All the coaches made me feel like that was just the right place for me to go.
I mentioned how Cannon was discovered by Peru State, but here's more on him explaining how it all happened.
I was at a PBR showcase in Oxford, and Coach Stout, he had some family in Gadsden, and he came to that showcase and saw me there.
With NIL and the transfer portal, it has become harder and harder for a student to get a scholarship to play college sports. I asked Cannon to explain the emotions of knowing that he will play at the next level and what his goals are for the rest of his senior baseball season.
It's awesome. I mean, every little kid's dream. Goals for this season, just make the playoffs, go as far as we can as a team.
That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and we thank you for watching today.
You can find us here online every weekday on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and on our website. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather content whenever it's convenient for you.
And we'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.